We're joined postgame here with Tony Dominguez, head coach of the Vikings, Kai Johnson, junior guard, and junior guard Will Wilson. Coach, 96-74 victory to open GNAC play. You guys are off to a 7-3 start. It's always nice to open the GNAC season with a victory. You get off, in the 18 conference schedule is pretty tough. Starting with a win is a good way to go.
Yeah.
Talk about your team's performance today, especially the second half.
Well, I'll just start with, we started with a hellacious schedule, 7 out of 8 games on the road, and I thought we did a credible job. We had a sickness week where it kind of hurt us, but I think that we have a lot of talent, so that as you move into this game, we felt like if we could get healthy and we can get our minds not just like we were playing every other day, it felt like, and we got guys that had the flu or whatever we had, and they weren't doing great physically. We just felt like every time we had an opportunity to be healthy and healthy-minded, we performed well, and I thought that's what we did tonight. We had a week of preparation, and they looked really good.
Kai, another 20-point game for you. You've settled in a nice role, leading the GNAC in scoring, but today it seemed like the second half you guys were starting to really click. 56 points there in the second half to kind of blow it into a large lead. What was working? Passing, defense, it seemed to kind of flow into the offense, but what was working there in the second half?
Yeah, to be honest, in the first half, I felt like we were getting the shots we wanted. They just weren't falling, and sometimes that's just how it is. And most importantly, though, we came out in the second half and said we'd keep doing the same things because eventually those shots are going to fall. Those are the ones we work on every day in practice. So I think just kind of staying the course and trusting the process and not freaking out if shots aren't falling, and just realizing that we're going to make them.
Will, you're 10 games into your career here at Western after prolific scoring at 2 junior colleges. How's the adjustment been for you? You're 17 points today, but talk about this team 10 games into the season, what you guys have learned about each other.
I really enjoyed it here. It's been like a family environment, so that's kind of been easy for me to kind of just adjust with the guys and everything. They welcome me in and everything, so I think we're starting to click, and we're starting to stack games, so I think we're on the right route this season.
Tony, kind of similar question. 10 games into the season, what have you learned about this team? You guys had an early start, which is kind of sometimes probably can be great to get out on the court, but you also kind of hit that tired stretch you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
But 10 games in, you're going to hit finals week, the guys are going to get some rest, and then you're right back into the rest of the GNAC schedule. What have you learned about your guys this year?
Well, we always try to work with character when we recruit, and this team seems to have exceptionally high character, and so they are very coachable. Not that we haven't had that in the past, we have, but this year is what you're addressing, and I felt like this year's team, what have I learned about them is they're great guys. That they do what they're told, they work really hard, they want to do the right thing. Obviously, they're all human beings, they have individual goals and whatnot, and when you recruit a bunch of talented guys, to be able to mesh together is important, and I feel like we're starting to, we did that early, and then I told you already kind of the blemishes that we had, and that's not an excuse, we didn't play well, we lost, but what I've learned is that when they're healthy and when they're strong-minded, we've got a chance in every game.
Well, thanks for joining us today. 22-point victory over Simon Fraser to open the GNAC season. Next Saturday against Langara. A little bit of time off from finals, come back for George Fox, and the new year we'll have 17 more games in GNAC play. So thanks for joining us. Congratulations on the victory.
I appreciate it.